Hey, thanks for reading. I'm Trixie the Golden Witch, and I made this whole magazine by myself. It contains various things that I wrote over the past year and a bunch of stuff that I wrote just this week while I was compiling the pages. I grew up reading magazines and handwriting/drawing my own, so I've always wanted to create more of them as an adult. It took a long time to find a formula that works for me, but making this book was an absolute blast. I would love to make more magazines, and so I hope that you will continue to show your support and to spread the word about it. If you bought this book, you're free to do as you wish with it. Share your favorite pages with anyone you think would appreciate them. They're all formatted for social media and watermarked. linkter.ee/goldenwitch. What's in it? Page 1, Editor Letterer. Page 2, The Shareability of Text Media. Thoughts on the Death of Print Magazines. Page 3, Remember What They Took From You. Billionaire Colonizes My Social Home. Page 4, Lackadaisy Sunset Rose Cocktail Review. Breaking down a cute independent animation. Pages 5 through 7, Tezuka Feature Number 1. Introduction to the Manga God's Early Life. Page 8, Challenging Art Takes Time to Appreciate. Loving the latest Schoolboy Q and Vince Staples. Page 9, Dollar Generally, Complaints About Myself and Culture. Page 10, Ovular, Some Thoughts About Thinking. Page 11, An Open and Shut Case, Short Story About Shorts. Page 12, Notes for BTS, How This Magazine Came to Be. Pages 13 through 16, Yoko Kanno's Brainwashing Made Anime My Religion, The Religiosity of Being a Yoko Kanno Fan. Page 17, Trixie's Treacherous Reflection Pool. Oops, I got existential. Page 18, Scary Scary Apothecary. Brief dialogue between a witch and her assistant. Page 19, The One God Problem. Why conversations about the God suck. Page 20, Vacuum. Fragmented Thoughts. Pages 21 through 23, Borda Sorta, Number 1. A romance between insecure dog girls. Page 24, Womanhood is Innate, on the state of being a woman. Page 25, Anime analysis expert was never a high bar to clear. Some feelings about my cultural impact. Page 26, Return Dark Green Number 1, a story about riverboat gangsters. Page 27, Continue This, Escapade Chapter 0, the start of a story that you are meant to continue. Page 28, Furries Are Better People, Why Non-Furries Are Worse at Being People. Page 29, Wired. High Stress Decompression and Waifu Analysis. Page 30, How to Find Fun, a guide to finding fun in life. Linktree/goldenwitch. Here's page 2. Is this a magazine? Kind of? The Shareability of Text Media. Memes really made shit hard for writers. I don't like trying to be funny or pithy or deep or whatever inside of a few sentences, but I also don't like having to make a big fucking deal out of everything I write just to get people to pay any attention to it. People in my world do not have the habit of reading text casually because the subject of my writing is almost always image-driven media. I'm not as upset about this as the tone of my writing sounds because I am the same type of person, and so I understand the tendency. The thing is that when I was growing up, my interest in text media was piqued by a format made for people just like us called a magazine, and those died. My mom had this gig for a time in the early 2010s, driving around our town, replacing all of the old magazines at all of the newsstands in nearby department stores and major book retailers. This would involve disposing of the previous month's issues in bulk, most of them never having sold. These rags are packed with ads for the highest-end products in their category, banking on a tiny handful of buying customers to make it worth the money that major corporations simply use to buy packages built by companies to suit their demographic needs. It seems impossible that there are enough ads actually leading to purchases from these magazines that no one is reading for any of them to be earning their continued business, but somehow a few of them still exist. The conceptual death of a medium that long was the promotional path for short fix and journalism in anthology format is sad, but the hard print medium is not worth crying over. linktree.e/goldenwitch. Here's page 11. Linktree/golden. An open and shut case. Damn it, I just zipped those up in the... She trailed off, hurriedly returning to a 32-gallon black Gregory bag, a cavernous gym throw, except this one has a Kevlar bottom, she'd tell quickly, coiling her fingers round a plastic grip that was string-tied to the zipper's hefty metal pull tab and whipping the slider down the chain, twisting her wrist to maneuver the tape curves in a single big motion. Zwizz, zwizz, zwizz. Which ones did you want? She asked, barely angling her chin up toward her shoulder to send back the sound of her voice while clawing into the cavern of clothing. Having been stuffed into the bag just as haphazardly moments only earlier, the clothes were emptied back onto the queen-sized hotel bed. Are the purple ones clean? He asked, watching her back, her thick, fluffy brown ponytail swaying over her bikini-top lace, an even fluffier, more lightly brown dog tail practically twirling in circles as she spread out all of their clothes on last night's sleeping surface. Not really, she said, not even checking. She remembered the sauce stain she'd seen while packing the purple ones earlier. The green ones are fine then, he said, with the slightest sigh of disappointment, wanting to get away with wearing the purple ones for a third day in a row. The green ones are... Here! She produced a pair of green shorts from the pile and then tossed them over shoulder. He flinched on his way to catching them. She shoved the rest of the clothes back into the bag and shut it with the same speed she'd opened it. Get 'em on and let's get to the pool. Zwip, whip, whip! And here's page 24. Notes. Being a woman does not take any effort. It is innate to the person experiencing it. Being recognized as a woman, though, can take great effort depending on the woman, and also on the circumstances under which that woman feels seen as a woman, including from her own perspective. Every woman has their own expectation of a respectful interaction, and a lot of social boundaries tend to be defined in gendered terms because of commonalities in behaviors that women observe from the genders that they perceive. Rarely, though, do multiple women have the exact same expectations, and even more rarely will they meet anyone that conforms to their idealized expectations and perfectly acknowledges their boundaries. Likewise, will a woman almost never live up to her conception of herself. Neither will she ever be seen in the way that she sees herself, nor in the way that she most wants to be seen. However, if a woman can face the reality of herself and be okay, she may find happiness with her actuality, regardless of its proximity to her ideals. Those are all of the free pages. You will get 26 more pages by buying this for $3 or more. You can pay as much as you want. You can download those 4 demo pages. These are all formatted to be very easy to read on any monitor, easily readable on your phone without zooming in. They're all built so that if you post them to social media, they will fit just perfectly. They're all 900 by 900, which is the ideal framing for both Instagram and Twitter. They're all watermarked, so if you share them, people will immediately be sent to the link tree, and the very first link on the link tree is back to this page where you can purchase the magazine. So it shouldn't be too hard for anybody who likes this stuff and wants to see more of it to come find it and make a purchase. But once you have the magazine, again, if you want to share it, I fully encourage it. I at this point I just need more acknowledgement that this thing even exists than I do money. So, getting it out there, getting eyes on it, getting people to read it, that's the first imperative. I really, really hope that you will check this out, buy this magazine, and actually read it, of course. So that maybe you will want there to be another one. All right. Go check it out. Thanks for watching. Trixie's Jpeg magazine forever.